ahoy, matey! Shiver me timbers! Yo ho ho! Look alive, ye lollygaggers! I'm the incredibly dead Captain Bones. I've been sailing the seven seas for an eternity, and I'll tell ya, I'm a bored stiff. The only thing that saves me from going stark raving mad is making up math puzzles using nothing but me own bones. Now watch closely, and just do as I say, or I'll surprise the life out of ye. Just watch me bones. Let me show you what I mean. Now, you know that 1 and 1 don't come to 6, but there's a way to fix her up so she makes sense. And you can do it by moving only one of me bones. Can you see how? There ain't nothing to it. 7 minus 1 equals 6, if you dog-paddling pansies. Got the idea now? Here's one for you to figure without me help. Does 18 minus 6 equal but 2? Course not. It equals 12. To fix me bones, you're to move only one, just like I showed you not a moment ago. And hands off all me other bones, you land-lubbing lumps of life. You're to move one bone and change 2 other numbers. Speed is not your strong suit. What's taking you so long? Are you asking your kid sister for help? Yeah, here's a clue, which you're badly wanting. 18 is much too big a number. Another thing, only one side of the equation changes. The other stays just as she is. Here's a final hint. The 6 needs to get bigger, and the 18 needs to get smaller. You get me? Enough already. Here's the answer, you soft shoe-shuffling gladiolas. 10 minus 8 equals 2, as if you had a clue in the world. Why do I spend my time with ye? You can't solve me puzzles, and ye all got to be home in bed before dark. Arr.
Job, work, game time in 10 seconds. Greetings. Game cartridge loading. Check. Next game up. Distraction news.
And now, Distraction News with your anchor person, Dora Smarmy.
Good evening. I'm Dora Smarmy, and welcome to Distraction News, where we give you the news and then ask you 5 questions about what we've reported. So make sure you're not distracted. And now our top story today, the Milky Way, the one without the nougat center. Our Milky Way is a galaxy, which simply is an enormous group of stars. Scientists believe that galaxies are formed from vast spinning clouds of gas, which can take on a number of different shapes. The Milky Way was forged into a disk shape, becoming what's known as a spiral galaxy. The Milky Way is made up of the Earth, the Sun, and about 200 billion more stars. The Milky Way is so large that it would take light 100,000 years to travel from one end to the other. The Milky Way actually spirals, and the Sun takes about 220 million years to make one revolution. This is known as a cosmic year. Galaxies occur together in groups that are called clusters. The Milky Way is part of a cluster of at least 20 galaxies that is some 5 million light years across. Pretty amazing, huh? Well, I guess you would say that I've given you a distracting number of facts. So, let's see just how well you were able to concentrate. Here goes. The Milky Way is a large group of stars, a large group of movie stars, a large group of nougat center clusters. The answer is a large group of stars. Galaxies are formed by large swirling clouds of beans, gas, or carbon dioxymoron. The answer is gas. The sun's trip around the Milky Way is a cosmic experience, cosmocramer, or cosmic year. The answer is cosmic year. The Milky Way is known as a spiral galaxy, a gyrogalaxy, or a spiral galaxy. The answer is spiral galaxy. And lastly, about how many stars are in the Milky Way? 200 billion, 2 gazillion, or 2? Many to count. The answer is 200 billion. So, how did you do? Get all 200 billion right? I would have settled for 10. If you did, have a Milky Way, the one with the nougat center. That's all the time we have for today, but remember, don't ever let anything distract you from watching Distraction News. So long.
This has been Distraction News with your favorite cardboard cutout anchor person, Dora Smarmy.
No, wait, left. Okay, right there, hold it. Next game up, Mugshots.
My name's Verity. I bust bad guys. You want to help? Come on in. We got 4 suspects pinned down. 3 of them are guilty. Listen to their stories and spot the mistakes. The ones that lie did the crime. Today, we're interviewing the Philadelphia Chamber Orchestra about a robbery yesterday. Good musicians, lousy crooks. Remember, only one of these mugs is telling the truth. The other 3 are lying. First up, Viola Hardcase.
After practice yesterday, I went to the movies. I remember because it was a Steven Spielberg film festival. I saw E.T., Jurassic Park, and Independence Day before my contact lenses melted into my eyes.
Ouch. So what do you think? Did Spielberg make all those films? And could anyone sit behind Viola at the movies? Let's move on to Bass Henderson.
I wasn't anywhere near here yesterday. I was playing a gig at the Panama Canal. Cool place. That's where boats pass between the Atlantic and Indian Oceans. Yeah.
Does the Panama Canal really connect those 2 oceans? I can't tell if he's playing me like that bass of his. So let's move on to Willow Reed, the clarinet player.
I'm innocent, Verity. You've got to believe me. I just got back from an African safari, and I bagged 2 tigers and a rhino.
She's tougher than she looks. But are there tigers and rhinos in Africa? That leaves only Fingers Weinstock, the quartet's piano player.
I was at my cousin Mickey's wedding yesterday. He married a beautiful Italian woman, Bella, and we sat down to a traditional Italian meal of linguine, fettuccine, and cannelloni. Oh, delicious.
Are those all Italian foods? Well, just like I thought. Each criminal all but confessed. Did you spot the mistakes?
I remember because it was a Steven Spielberg film festival. I saw E.T., Jurassic Park, and Independence Day.
Viola didn't melt her contact lenses. Her brain, maybe. Spielberg didn't make Independence Day. That was some other guy.
I was playing a gig at the Panama Canal. Cool place. That's where boats pass between the Atlantic and Indian Oceans.
Base here is all wet. The Panama Canal connects the Atlantic with the Pacific, not the Indian Ocean.
I was in Africa. I bagged 2 tigers and a rhino.
I hate to see a willow weep, but that clarinetist better learn how to play Jailhouse Rock. That's because there are no tigers in Africa.
We ate a traditional Italian meal of linguine, fettuccine, and cannelloni.
Fingers might have said a mouthful, but it's all true. Linguine, fettuccine, and cannelloni are all authentic foods from Italy. Me, I prefer American food, like French fries.
Hey there! Next game coming up! Game quality under control. Here we are.
Good evening and welcome to another episode of Here We Are! As we follow the adventures of two lost ears trying to find their place in the world. So, here we go!
Hey, wake up! Hey!
I got it. It's an alarm clock.
Correct.
Well, what'd I win?
Nothing. The game hasn't started yet.
Okay, so let's play.
Listen carefully. What's this?
Got it. It's Grandpa in the bathroom.
No.
Grandma?
No. One more time.
It's a lion.
Yeah, very good. But where are we? Here's your next clue.
It's a custard pie hitting someone in the face at 20 miles per hour.
Wrong.
Wrong?
Yeah, it's a custard pie hitting someone at 21 miles per hour.
Oh, hit me. No, I mean hit me with the next clue.
Okay, here's the last one.
Now that's Grandpa in the bathroom.
Will you cut it out and listen?
It's a man being shot out of a cannon.
Yeah, very good. So where would we hear all these sounds?
A loony bin?
No.
Russia?
No. Let's hear them all together. They're all sounds you hear at
The circus! I got one for you.
You do?
Yep.
What?
What?
I give up. What is it?
It's a fire eater cooling his tongue down after the circus.
Cool it, would ya?
That concludes today's episode of Here We Are! And we are